So the original plan was to shoot this with a Hasselblad that I've really been anxious to try and shoot, but the film back that I ordered came in and it doesn't seem to be working, so I'm gonna have to send that back and get a new one. We're gonna be shooting with the RB67 using some of these tube lights that I got from Weeylite. These are the Weeylite k21s. I really like tube lights. They're great for portraits because they give you more coverage on your face, and they also have kind of a natural built-in diffuser. So we're gonna use some Lomo 400. We're gonna use the RB67, and I thought it'd be cool to use this glass because with the RB we can get some kind of macro shots as well. So with this we can get some nice lighting around the sides, and if we spray some water on it, we can get up close and get a lot of detail with the water and stuff. So we're gonna kind of walk you through this kind of headshot scenario, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So what we're gonna do is set up the shot with Alex as the model. Make sure we're both happy with how it looks and everything. And then I will be standing in as the model since Alex was for the time-lapse thing we did last time. And he'll be taking the shots. And then we'll just set up the camera on a tripod. We'll just kind of run through a few different portraits and headshots. So first, I gotta load up the Lomo Metropolis 400. So what's really great about tube lights in general is the fact that you get a more even, wider spread on your subject compared to traditional panel lights or anything like that. So you get a nice clean wraparound, and they have kind of a natural soft diffusion, which works really great for portraits. That actually looks pretty cool. That light right there. Alex up there with that light there. We got another one behind him. We're gonna crank the brightness on that to get a better look. That looks so cool. So what's nice about these tube lights is they're extremely compact, lightweight, and then they are controlled through my phone again. And I have complete control over color, saturation, all that stuff. So if I want to make any tweaks as I'm sitting there looking at Alex, I can. It's much easier if I just do that, tighten that there. So since it's so compact and light, I'm going to actually put it over top because I liked how the way that looked on camera. So I'm going to put it right over the mirror. I'm just going to bump this up. And then just kind of, then boom, there we go. Cool. Over here. There we go, that's better. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go sit in front of it and see how it looks. All right, so we have a tube light set up right from the RB67 because I want to get kind of a lens flare look. And what's great is it's also reflecting off this glass, so we're getting a second look from that same tube light. Also, we have this one set up behind me to give kind of a silhouette, rim light, and then a little bit of fill, just so you know it's me and not somebody else. Not that it really matters. And then lastly, we're playing around with an anamorphic filter. We put that on the RB67, and normally it wouldn't really work well for this because it's better with spotlights, but we're getting a nice cool stroke on this backlight here that's kind of cutting across and matching the angle of the tube light over there. Normally I don't like how it looks on these tube lights, but for this one it actually looks really cool. Now what's great about these tube lights is that they are of course all controlled by my phone. You can see there. Same as with other Weeylites that we've used and I've shot with before. Screw mounts on either side of the tube, and it is only this big. So you can get really big, long ones, and those are great, but these are nice because they're travel friendly. I've thrown these in a backpack and gone around with them, so they're great to pack in for that and use on run and go documentaries or interviews or anything like that. And they're magnetic as well, which is fantastic for putting in little spots. I wish more lights were magnetic. It's kind of a great bonus. Now this is a panel light, so it's just about that big, and as you can see, it's concentrated kind of on my face there. It's kind of bright, and it spills off and falls off here onto my shoulder and everything like that. But if I turn that off and then turn on this tube light, you'll see that I have a much more consistent, much more even spread across this side of my body. They're the same color, same brightness, same intensity, same brand, both from Weeylite. This tube light is gonna give me a more ideal look for shooting portraits and things like that, especially for shooting interviews or any kind of talking head stuff with a person. It's just more appealing and looks better on a person than a traditional panel light. Not to say that panel lights don't have their purpose, and they're fantastic, but if you want a more consistent, clean, even look across the entire frame, tube lights are going to be the way to go compared to a panel light. It gives you a more even dispersed look. So this would be great for, above a doorway or something like that, where you get that nice, even spread across the face. It just looks so clean and cinematic. And these actually are priced really great. They're only at about 70 bucks, which for tube lights in general are expensive. So to be able to have a couple of these that you can kind of string together for 70 bucks a pop, and since they have screw mounts on each side, if you just get a little adapter or something, you could technically just stack 3, 4, 5, 6 of them tall if you wanted to make a longer one. Granted, you're going to have that little gap, but it's still a great alternative to paying $400 for a longer, 2, 3 foot tube light. So I thought this would be a great way to use these tube lights, kind of show you a little bit about them. Again, they're just fantastic. They run through the same app as the other Weeylite that I've used, so I can run the panel light, the tube lights, my overhead light, all on the same system, all on my phone, all with this app, and it just works out really well. All right, so I hope that was interesting. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about this exact concept, and the fact that we shot on film, I think is pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content like this with different film cameras, lenses, digital, all that kind of stuff, all here on the channel.